Hello everybody and welcome to F1 Manager 24. Now, I'm going to put the entire goal for this series straight out there. The goal is to win the Constructors and the Drivers' Championship with this new team, C2 Racing. Hopefully we can do that. I'm also going to say I'm a massive motorsport fan and a huge Formula 1 fan, so I'm really looking forward to doing this series. And, you know, from watching Formula 1 for so long, I know just how much effort this is going to take and how well I'm going to have to think things through to actually be able to win both the Constructors and Drivers' Championship with a brand new team. It could, you know, it could take 2 seasons, could take 3, it could take 10 seasons, you know, but this is what we're starting with. We've got not exactly the greatest car, we've got the worst car on the grid, starting with the worst car, not great facilities and not a lot of money. The drivers we're going to be starting with are going to be Kevin Magnussen and Pato O'Ward, so we've got a pretty decent lineup. For our technical chief we've got Jody Eggington, for our head of aero we've got Alessandro Sinelli, our sporting director is Toby Brown, and our first race engineer for Kevin Magnussen is Gaetan Diego, and our race engineer for Pato O'Ward is James Irwin. We're going to be running with a Honda RBPT engine, which is basically the Red Bull engine. Our team colours is white, dark blue, and a nice little shade of green. And now we need to pick our livery. Now I want to keep the livery nice and simple for the first season. You know, I want to keep it like sort of like it's a new team. You know, they've not come in and immediately threw everything at the livery to try and make the car look nice. You know, they've started off with something pretty simple. Which, looking at it, there's not much choice if I want simple, is there? I mean, there's this one and that one. Yeah, I think I'm going to start with this one. That to me looks perfectly fine. We then need to add the wheel rim, which I'm not going to lie, I like that one. I think that looks really nice. We're going to go with that. I'm going to apply the changes and exit. I'm going to pick out a driver suit, which I think I already know which one I'm going for. Yep, there it is. Control, that's the one. Then for the helmet, the helmet's fine as it is. I'm quite happy with that. Yep, apply the changes next to the editor. And the logo, I'm not going to make a logo straight away. I think the logo will be for, I think when we go into the next season, I'll put a lot of work into making the team look nice, make a logo for the team and everything. Sort of when we've made a name for ourselves. So we're going to start off with this. C2 Racing. The team principal's name is obviously CO2 UK. YT, because, you know, YouTube. Yeah, let's get straight into it. I am going to put the car development on easy, because, man, the car development is tough on this game. I still struggle to understand the car development. I mean, I know vaguely how to do it. I know how the aero works and which parts are important for certain tracks, but yeah, sometimes it's a bit of a challenge. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our affiliates. And, oh, max development drive. Ooh, and there's 62 error. So we're going to put them on car development though. So them on car development. Throw him on car development 2. Did they have any like really good stats where the braking's good? Just adaptability, it's not there at all. Adaptability just is not it. Then we got K-Mag, who's really good, solid driver to have. Then we got Pato, who is also a very solid driver for us to have. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Quite happy with our driver. I mean, his development rate is very high, which is very cool to have a very high development rate on a driver like Pato. So yeah, first thing that I'm going to do is let's have a look at our facilities. So we've got a level 3 factory, a level 3 design center, a level 3 wind tunnel, and a level 2 CFD simulator. No car part test center, no suspension simulator. Okay. Right. We're going to develop our first car part, which is not going to be suspension because we don't have a suspension simulator. It's going to be the underfloor. And I'm going to put everything into this underfloor. I'm going to throw literally, I'm going to throw the kitchen sink at this underfloor. Because I want this underfloor to be usable throughout pretty much majority of the season. I was thinking about making it like just out and out high speed with some dirty air tolerance. The drag reduction's not really too important to me at the moment. If I did that, what if I took the airflow sensitivity off? Wow, okay. I'm actually quite happy with that. I'm gonna go with that. They put the 6 engineers on it. 22 days. So that'll be available for Melbourne. Oh yeah, because it's done the it's done the yeah. If I rush it, it's 15 days, but I mean it'd be available for Jeddah, so let's rush that. Let's get it done. I know you should never really rush, but I'm going to. And let's get forward and do some sponsor negotiations. Here we go. It's Abaus, APTRD, or Serpent Hydrocell. Now, I could go for the upfront money, but I kind of don't want to. I want to go with Serpent. If I go with Serpent, then what are the options here? There's Miram Coin, that's a good one to have. Farum Star will take. See, then all of these are a bit of a mess. What if I went for Abaus? And then went for the Raqqa Electrolyte Energy. I'm trying to think. Maybe Serpent and then... So Miram Coin, Farum Star, Raqqa Electrolyte Energy and Serpent Hydrocell are our sponsors for the season. Man, that's a mess. That needs cleaning up. We'll clean that up in another episode. Unless we clean it up. Actually, you know what? It's not going to take long to clean it up. So what I'm going to do, just for precaution, I'm going to save. Because occasionally it bugs when you mess around with delivery. Hopefully it doesn't. So, straight away we've got Miram Coin, which we're going to move. And rotate it a tiny bit, make it a little bit smaller. A little bit more rotation on it. Farum Star, we're going to change the colour. If it's a black, let me do that. There we go. Serpent, we're going to do the exact same thing. Farum Star, we're going to put it in white. Then move it up. Make it a little bit bigger. Rotate it. Move it there like that. Raqqa I'm going to remove from the front. So I kind of don't want Raqqa up there. Then we go onto the side. Serpent, which is our title sponsor pretty much. The team is basically Serpent, it's basically Serpent C2 Racing, which sounds kind of cool if you ask me. I kind of like that. I think that hits. That you know, I think that's got a ring to it. Serpent C2 Racing. Now Raka is one that I'd love to be able to have as a title sponsor. I just think Raka's logo looks really good. Hey, Mirum Coin, I want to move if it lets me. Yes, it is going to let me. Okay. I shouldn't be doing this right now. I should be like trying to get ready to go into a race, but delivery matters. Okay, bang. Mirum Coin can go there like that. Okay, then we got Serpent again, which will move this to black. Mirum Coin can stay there. We don't need that many Mirum Coins on the car. Gonna change this for Raka, because we took Raka off the front wing. Took it off the front wing, put it on the rear wing, you know, it's a nice replacement there. And I want to change this for Mirum Coin because move it down, make it a tiny bit smaller, change the colour to silhouette. There we go. Quite happy with that. Now we go on to the driver's suit. I'm going to take Serpent, put it in white. Mirum Coin, put that in white. Move that to there. Prime Star, change it to white. I want to move it, put it there like that. Can I go one further down with it? No, it goes way too far down. And then Raka, which I've done this so many times on this game. Every single time I've got Raka as like the title sponsor, I make it really big, put it dead center like that, and I think it looks great. And then on the gloves, we can go Serpent in black, move it to here, tiny bit bigger. And yeah, I'm happy with that. Magnussen looks quite happy with it too. And let's have a look at our sponsor plan. Only 2,000 engagement required. That's not much, I'm quite happy with that. Sorry K-Mag, this is going to be very painful for you on the first weekend, but gotta do it. There we go. How much does it cost me to build the car part test center? 4 million, 6 million. I'm going to spend the 4 million on the car part test center. And now we get ready for the Bahrain Grand Prix, the first race of the season. Monthly affiliates, not much development there. Same with our drivers, no development pretty much. And look at the amount of reward we get for a good result. Well, not even a good result. For literally finishing the race, we get some decent money here.
F1 is back.
Now, what I'm going to do here, because the practice sessions are, yeah, you believe me, I'm just going to sim the practice sessions because you don't want me to be doing them, because it's basically 15 minutes of me just calling the car in, sending it back out, making it just, it's boring. Believe me, it's pretty boring. So it's easier to do this. And as I look at the qualifying results, where did we qualify? Okay, we weren't worst. Franco was worst. I'm not going to say anything about that because, yep, Argentines. So, yeah. Okay. I think, let's have a look at the strategy. Starting on medium I think is a better idea for both drivers. Start on the medium and then go to the soft when we're on lower fuel. I just think it's a better idea.
You're witnessing a new chapter in Formula One as a
Here we go. Let's see.
This is it. 22 cars on the grid. And it's lights out and away we go.
Leclerc on pole for the first race of the season. Is he going to stay? Oh, did Norris get ahead of us? He is battling Verstappen. He's not going to get ahead though, because Verstappen holds on to second place. Leclerc is going to keep the lead here and start to pull away a little bit. It's 4/10 to the good already. Nice. Oh, look further back. What's happening here? We've got a V-Carb going side by side with Kimi Antonelli. Lawson. Has he made his way past Antonelli? Only just. Is he actually going to be able to? No, Antonelli shovels him wide, takes position, but no, Lawson's going to fight it back again. I don't know what I'm commentating on, not even my team. Award has been passed by Colapinto. And now it's pretty much all on K-Mag to try and keep him behind. Hopefully he can, but let's start fast forwarding and just, hope something happens. We definitely do not have the fastest cars right now. Looking at the tyres everyone started on, we've started on mediums, a lot of cars around us have started on softs. Ocon locks up, drops down to 22nd position, right behind O'Ward and Magnussen. I think, looking at it, we might actually be on a better strategy here because they're not pulling outrageously far ahead on, better tyres. So I think we might actually be on the right strategy here, We're not like miles off the pace either, so yep, Magnussen was able to pass Ocon and off he goes. Magnussen will now hopefully just disappear off into the distance till O'Ward uses battery to try and get ahead, and he doesn't just get ahead of Ocon, he just decides to go past Magnussen instead. Yeah, this first season is going to be incredibly tough for us because we have definitely got the slowest car on the grid.
Tax on the low side.
It's going to be like Sauber. Sauber 2024 simulator is what this is going to be. 2 cars are already pitted. Nice. I'd say this is going quite well for us so far. No damage, no cars in the wall. I'm going to call that pretty successful so far. And now, we're just waiting. At this point we are just waiting for something to happen. But as more cars come into the pits, as you can see the position we're in a pretty good position right now, to be honest.
The window is open.
I think I'm going to bring Pato in early. Pato's going to go for the undercut. K-Mag is going to be holding Behrman up ever so slightly here. And O'Ward, Pato does come out ahead of Colapinto. Pato is on some fresh soft tyres now, so let's see what he can do. And K-Mag can come in now.
And what's that?
Oh,
A
it's
pit stop issue.
we had a slow stop. Front left just wouldn't tighten.
Typical.
What do you mean typical K-Mag? You've not... It's the team's first ever pit stop for you, and you have the audacity to... Okay, whatever.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
And Colapinto spawn once again. If I speak, I am in trouble. So I'm not going to say anything about that. Because you never know, an Argentine might watch this and they might be a huge fan of Colapinto, which is perfectly fine to be a fan of Colapinto, but they've not exactly got a great
Okay, there's a
reputation.
big crash.
There's a big crash.
Be careful for debris.
A big
2
one.
secs. There's been a crash.
Is it a big one though? Or is it just a little nudge here? Oh yeah, it's a tiny little nudge. Okay, Gasly's clearly not happy with the contact. Bortoleto has got a broken front wing though. His end plate is gone. So that, yeah, that's given us a chance because his front right end plate is now missing from the front wing. So that has actually, that's definitely going to benefit us a bit here. Just need to be a bit careful with O'Ward's tyres. Pato is definitely catching Bortoleto. He's now past Bortoleto. You'll love to see it. Come on Pato, let's get down the road a bit, try and catch Gasly if we
Yeah, we're
can.
back on low on pack again.
K-Mag should easily be able to get past Bortoleto now. Yeah, look at that. Look at the gap closing. Nice. Magnussen was battling with Behrman. He's now ahead of Bortoleto. Beautiful. Oh, O'Ward is now ahead of Gasly. Come on. Gasly has literally just got back ahead. Behrman's just got ahead of us
Now
there.
there's been an issue in the pits.
Magnussen's just got back ahead of Behrman. Behrman's just got back ahead of Magnussen. Just back and forth racing here. And Magnussen's back ahead of Behrman. Magnussen's been passed by Hulkenberg now. And now passed by Behrman once again. Okay, O'Ward has got to come in now for some fresh boots. And get K-Mag to push a little bit more now. Right, let's watch this stop for K-Mag. Let's see how good this stop is. So, it drops down 80 kilometers an hour. Pit lane speed limiter on. Or the pit limiter on. You know, so you can follow the pit lane speed limit. And let's see, is it a clean stop? Is it typical again, K-Mag? It's 2.8. It's not exactly a rapid
Clear on
stop.
pit exit, watch the white line. Clear on pit exit, watch the white line.
It's not exactly a rapid pit stop, as F1 standards go. But it was fast. It was fast enough. You know, you'd never think in all of your life that you'd hear someone say changing 4 tyres in 2.8 seconds is not fast. You know, it's very, very fast. But by Formula 1 standards, 2.8 is a pretty mediocre stop. A good stop's in like the 2.5s to like, I wouldn't even say a 2.5, I'd say a 2.5 is a pretty good stop. A really good one's like 2.2, anything below a 2.2 second is really good. Which was why it was amazing when McLaren did that, like what did McLaren do, like a 1.9 second stop in Qatar? Like that was insane. That is such a fast pit stop. But yeah, that is officially the fastest pit stop. McLaren 2023 Qatar Grand Prix. McLaren's pit stop, that was officially the world record. Which is insane to think of. Alright, I want K-Mag to push a little bit now so
And you're
hopefully he can hopefully he can, you know, do something here at the end.
Please LICO to level 3, please.
Yeah,
Pato needs to push as well, but I don't want to
tyres are okay to push a little more. We can use the overtake.
But as it's come to the end of the race, Lewis Hamilton wins the first race of the season, incredibly, and Verstappen is P2, Charles Leclerc in P3, Lando Norris in P4, Sonoda
Check the DRS.
P5, his highest ever finish in a Red Bull. O'Ward has just finished 16th for us,
Okay, that's a
Piastri
flag.
P6, George Russell P7, Fernando Alonso P8, Lance Stroll in P9, and Liam Lawson looks like he's going to come home in P10.
Yeah,
It's nice, and K-Mag is going to finish in P20. I tell
Okay,
you
that's
what,
checkered flag.
I'm quite happy with the P16 finish for
We will
O'Ward.
review
I
to
think
try to
that is
understand.
Yep, Robert.
actually that's quite good. I'd say for the worst car on the grid, P16, it could
Kevin
have gone
Magnussen.
a lot worse. So I'm very happy with that. Hamilton went 5 positions up to take the win. Mega race from Hamilton. Looking at the pit stops, yeah, we were awful. That's, yeah, but $829,000 added to our funds. And now we're going to go to the pit crew development and try and... They're exhausted. Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to remove the car building because we're going to be simulating the practice session, so there's no need for car building. Still tired. Still tired. How are you all still tired? Well rested. Why have I put that as gym training? Yeah, cool. There we go. And that is where I'm going to end it for the first episode. I know it's not exactly the longest episode in the world, but I'm going to try and keep it to like 1 race per episode. Maybe sometimes I might do 2 races depending on how much time I've got. But that's the end of the first episode. I mean, where are we? We're 9th in the championship. That season objective is to get 7th, which is... that's going to be really challenging. But that's our team. The next race we're going to be doing is the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix at Jeddah. This is an awesome track. I love this track. I mean, 27 turns. It's such a cool street circuit. I hope it stays on the calendar for a really long time. But that's what's coming up next. I hope you all enjoyed. And yeah, next time, in the next episode, we'll be doing the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix and bringing ourselves some upgrades. See you in the next one.